Yo. So, yeah, SA hip hop is going wild. SA hip hop is going wild over the Keed situation, bro. Freestyle situation, bro. She got herself in a situation, bro. So, yeah, man. So, first of all, I would like to say, bro, she's a great artist. She's, she's one of the ones, bro. Straight up, she's one of the ones. We gonna give her credit for that. Great albums, great singles. You know, that's out of the way. That's nothing. Her art is amazing. That one is a given. We're not gonna take away from that at all. Secondly, this is hip hop, and hip hop is just a competitive sport. You know, so in hip hop, bro, you gotta know, bro. There's some, especially if you one of the ones, you one of the leaders of the new schools. There's certain weight that you have to carry, and this is how it goes. And by the way that she's, and especially if you had a big platform like Speedster's platform, you're gonna be critiqued, you're gonna be judged, you're gonna be, because you're one of the ones, bro. Everybody wants to be where you at, bro. And unfortunately, bro, a lot of people are looking up at you, and a lot of kids are looking up to you. So you're gonna have to know that what time it is. It is what it is. So yes, and she has a right to say no. And yes, Joe, she has the right to say, and yes, for real, she has the right. With all, she has a right to say no. You know, but man, this is hip hop, bro. This is hip hop, and if you're gonna be one of the leaders of the new school, there's certain things you're gonna have to carry, bro. It is what it is. It is what it is. But the thing I like about hip hop is that, especially in the freestyle situation, bro, you have options, bro. Because before hip hop used to be critical, bro, that you had to spit a freestyle from the dome. It had to be from the dome. But over time, things changed, bro. So over time things change. You could spit from the dome. If you can't spit from the dome, you could at least spit a written verse. If you can't spit a written verse, you can pull out your phone. You can pull out a phone and rap for the phone with a phone, bro. Drake did it, aka did it. There's no shame in that. We've seen it. You can use that. But not a no, bro. Not a no, bro. Not a no. Especially if you getting that big, bro, that you have kids coming after you who are looking up to you, bro. You can't say no, bro. You can't say no. Nah, fam. Nah, fam. Nah, fam. Because let me give you an example of why. Because it's like you have to keep a freestyle on the side, bro. Like you gotta keep a freestyle. It's like when you're in the streets, bro. You gotta know. You gotta always have a peace, bro. Because anything could happen, dog. It's that analogy, bro. But like, if you a hip hop artist and you're getting that big, bro, you gotta have one tucked in, bro. It is what it is. It's just the game. It is what it is. This is hip hop, bro. It's a competitive sport, bro. Somebody wants to sport you in right now, bro. So you can't be lagging, bro. Saying no to a freestyle. Nah, fam. Nah, fam. Especially right now when you're saying you're one of the leaders of the new school. You one of the ones, bro. We need some. You gotta be ready, bro, to prove yourself that, bro. I didn't come here by mistake. I'm here because I'm one of the ones. It is what it is. It is what it is. This is hip hop, bro. It's a competitive sport, bro. So I'm gonna take a little tangent, um, and be like, especially if you're going for the GOAT status, bro. If you're going for the GOAT, there's a reason why certain artists we say they are the GOATs, bro. They're not the GOATs because they came there by mistake, And there's a reason why people wanted Drake and Drake and Kendrick to battle because we know that when it comes to albums and big singles, they got it, but they don't have battle scars, bro. And for real, bro, like there's a reason why when Kendrick came in the game, he dropped Control, bro. You understand? There's a reason why Drake battled Pusha T and battled Meek Mill, bro. Because there's a reason why they are the goats. You understand? And there's a reason why they don't put J Cole on number one or number two because he doesn't have battle scars like that. You understand? There's a reason why, bro. It's not by mistake, bro. You know, there's a reason why, bro. There's a reason why, bro. So going back to the K Kid situation, bro. There's options, bro. You could have, you know, if you couldn't rap from the dome, you could spit your written. If you didn't have a written, you could have pulled out your phone and rap straight looking from your phone. If the beat was bad, you could at least hit a cappella, or you could have gave Speeder some beat so that you feel comfortable in, prepare for that. It is what it is, bro. But hey, bro, this is hip hop, bro. Because now she's gonna get dissed, and now she's gonna have to prove herself. Hey, bruh, it is what it is. But yeah, even though we can say, hey, it's the new school, they can do whatever they want. But like, bro, this is hip hop, and there's certain things we feel like are principles, bro. And if you're going for the GOAT status, and if you wanna be one of the ones, 5 years later we're gonna be like, bro, you can't do better than Kiki because she did this and this and this. She was good at this and that. That's why we always debate about Nasty C and Reese, bro. You know, because of the things that they done. That's why we always cry that, damn, why didn't Reese go to Sway, bro? Because as fans, because we feel like, bro, have you seen how many freestyle that Nasty C's has spit, bro? He knows the game. He knows how to play the game, bro. That's the reason, bro. And bro, there's a reason why AKA and Casper went to battle, bro. Do you understand? It's just the rules of the game. So hey, bro, if the new schools they don't wanna, follow the traditions of the culture of hip hop, bro, they can do whatever they want. But hey, bro, I don't know how this is gonna work out, bro, because like this is hip hop. This is what we grew up on, bro. If they don't do what we used to do, and hey, bro, come on. There's a reason why, bro. Even look at X and look at Triple XX and look at Juice World, bro. There's a reason why they had short time careers, but they one of the ones, bro. You know why? It's because if you look at Juice World, he was a super freestyler, bro. You know, even Eminem put him in one of the lists, bro. Because like, have you seen Juice World freestyle, bro? And we're not even taking away that he made one of the dopest. He has one of the dopest catalog, bro, musically. But we still say he's one of the dopest freestylers of all time, bro. Because that nigga could freestyle a song, freestyle, but the freestyle would sound like a full song. And if we put him against X, have you seen X performances, bro? Have you seen X performances, bro? So yeah, man. Even though they were the leaders of the new school, bro. Like, so hey, bro. I don't know. This hip hop thing is getting complicated, but that's my take on it, bro. Yes, she has a right to say no if she doesn't want to freestyle, you know. But I'm still not taking away that she does dope albums and she has dope songs. That one I'm gonna give it to her, bro. But yeah, bro, it is what it is. That's my take on the KQ situation.